Hello everybody, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. And I am ending the new year, or ending 2024 with the Arctic Aqua treasure box from Potomac beads, this tutorial. I loved these beads. I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to finish the tutorial, but I made these little sections. So I show you how I make them. And then I just used the lampwork beads and just made a cute little choker necklace. And you can also add like an extension cord to it, a chain if you want. And this is the treasure box. It was such a pretty box for December. And if you're not familiar with Potomac beads, I will leave a link below to their website. And they have all different kinds of beads and stashes, you know. You will love it. And their beads are such high quality. These crystal bicones, they're always my favorite out of their monthly boxes. So if you want to learn how to make this, and it's very easy too, then stay tuned. So before I start putting the necklace together, I'm going to show you, you need 15 of these. So here is the handful. I already made a bunch of them to save time in the video. So I'm going to make one for you. I just have some beading thread and a needle. I think this needle's number 10. And so you take 4 of the Czech glass cube beads, blue ones, and then these beautiful Miyuki seed beads in blue Celine, sky blue. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you start with the seed bead and you end with the cube bead. Now I'm pulling this all the way down. Now I made these pretty secure. I went through the hole twice and I tied it twice because I just, you know, because a lot of my jewelry that I make, I sell it and I like everything to be very secure. So now I'm just going back up through all the beads one more time, like this. And pulling it through without letting go of that little tail that's coming out of the other end. So you see how that, I got that little tail there. Like that. Just closing that up. Now I'm going to do a knot. When I do the knot, I'm going to pull on it so that it makes that little circle there. And then this is a way of making beads out of beads. And then I take my bent chain nose pliers and I give it a little tug. Then I go through this one more time. I have a lot of string on this. I go through one more time. I've done this in some of my other videos where I've kind of taken these kind of beads and made something out of them like this. It's another way of being creative with your jewelry. Okay. So now I'm doing this one more time because if I end up selling this necklace, I want it to last for 20 years or longer. I'm taking my chain nose pliers, giving it one more tug. And then I'm going to go through a couple more times, get over to the other side. And Happy New Year, by the way, everybody. I'm posting this on New Year's Eve. Okay, so now it's kind of like this. So I take my cutters and I cut that. And then I cut that. Okay, so now let me move this out of the way. So I have 15 of these little beauties. So now I have Potomac Beads cable. This is what I have. And I have 20 inches of this. So I'm kind of doing like a choker with this. And then I have the lampwork fluted long oval clouds, cloud gray they're called. And I have these. Let me get some more of these out. And then, of course, the Potomac crystal bicones in blue flare, AB 4mm. These are just gorgeous, and I just love the sparkle on them. So I'm going to be putting a few in there. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with, now underneath these three that I'm doing, I'm putting 5 seed beads. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just because the hole there, the string would move around too much. So this kind of keeps them in order. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I have that. And now on each side, I'm going to put one of these, 1 and 2, bring that down, and then that's how that's going to look. So now we're going to go with this side again. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, another flute, and then go down and see how doesn't that look pretty? I just think it's such a pretty front part to a necklace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do that, and then we go 1, 2, and 3. Put that down, and then the last one of these. So now we're going to do 3 on each side. So first we're going to do the 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3, 1, 2, and 3, like that. I'm going to put that little clip there. And we're going to do this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. I'm going to do these 1, 2, and 3. So this is the beginning of the necklace. Love the way that looks. So now I'm going to go with, I'm going to do a cube bead. Because see, it'll keep everything in place like that. I do 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do a crystal bicone, seed bead, a crystal bicone, like that. Look at that little sparkle there. Woo! Love it. Look at that. Oh, how cute. 1. And you can change up the pattern on this if you like. I love that little bit of sparkle with this. 1, 2. I'm going to do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So see how that's, okay. So now let's go to this side. Okay, so we're going to do 3, 1. And it might look a little separated, but once you start, when you hold it up and put everything together, it won't. Okay, we're going to do a crystal bicone. I absolutely love their crystal bicones. They are stunning. I work with many bead boxes, and 1, 2, 3, like that, then another one, 1. I love these lampwork beads too. They're gorgeous. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm always measured by putting it around my neck. Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh, I love this. Okay. I'm going to get the rest of them out just in case if I need them. Okay, now we're going to go back to the crystal bicone. Oh. Crystal bicone, seed bead, and another crystal bicone, like that. And then another 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do it one more time. Bicone, and that. And I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Okay, so now let's do this side now. We're going to do a crystal bicone, a seed bead, and a crystal bicone. Okay, I'll do 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, like that, and then one more section. I love that little pop of the sparkle. These seed beads have a sparkle to them too. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I'm gonna hold this up against my neck because I want to see. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections of the blue with the crystal bicone, the seed bead, and another crystal bicone in between it. So now, depending on the size of your neck or who you're making it for, or if you're selling it, or you know what, you can also, if you sell your jewelry, you could close it up and then put like a little extender chain on it. So depending on the person's size of their neck that they're buying from. So now I like to end with, let me see, I want to do crystal bicone, the seed bead, crystal bicone, seed bead, and another crystal bicone. I like to have that. And I did an extra one like that. And now we're going to do it around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Okay, so see how that looks like that? Oh, this is so pretty. I'm wondering if I should add, you know what, I'm gonna add one blue into the end. I don't know, I'm kind of wanting to finish off with a little blue. There. That's perfect. Okay, so now move these out of the way. Where's my stuff? Okay, so now I have 2 jump rings, I have 2 crimp covers, like this, 2 crimp beads, and a lobster clasp. Okay. So for the first side, I've done this many times, but I'll do it again. For the first side, it doesn't so much matter if the beads aren't tightened up, because when you go to the other side that they really have to be. Okay, so I have the crimp cover on. I'm taking the crimp bead, bringing it down about a little more than an inch. Then I take my bent chain nose pliers and I put it in the, if you could see that, I put the wire in the middle of the crimp cover, and I give it a good smash. You don't want to turn it so that it opens up, and now that's really sturdy. Then I take my round nose pliers, and by putting it through here and pulling this up until you can see that in there. So that is flat in there, like that, and then I close that up, and it's very sturdy then. Then I'm going to take, I usually do this, I take the wire and I go through the beads, and I don't cut it. Some people do, it's personal preference. To me, I'm like, might as well keep all the wire there. Okay. So it's like this, and then like that. Okay. So now we have this, and then now here's where you want to make sure that there's no gaps in here. And I usually take it and I kind of do it in like a circle or something kind of round, just so that I know, you know, there's going to be some movement on it. Then I take my other crimp cover, and this is the side where you have to, you know, make sure there's no spaces or anything. Take the crimp cover, take the crimp bead, I put it down in there like that. So I see that it's in there. I take my bent chain nose pliers like this, and then I just lift it up just a hair, and then I close it up really well in there. Give it like 4 or 5 without turning the crimp bead, because if you turn it, you're going to reopen it. So there we go. I give it a big tug. That thing's not going anywhere. Then I take this. Now this I probably will cut. I'll put it down some of the pieces and just kind of circle as you're going down. And bring that down. And now you see that it's laying flat in there. And you do that. Then I take my cutters. Now make sure that you do not cut with the flesh side against the bead. Make sure you do not cut the wrong wire, or you will have to redo your necklace. Okay, so now we have this. Now I do my bent chain nose pliers. I use my round nose pliers because I usually am trying to make these, put them back into a circle. And then I put it through both of those. Sometimes I have to do it like that. Sometimes I don't. Then I always make sure there's no gaps. We have that one. And then this one goes through there. Make sure that's all perfectly set. And then we have this beautiful choker necklace using the Potomac beads for December of 2024, Arctic Aqua. And it was such a pretty box. So I loved how this turned out. I hope you enjoyed seeing this little trick using some beads. I loved it. So let me know down in the comments what you thought of this, if you get the Potomac beads. And, you know, you can use other beads. This is just a technique. You can use other beads to make this if you want. So thank you, everyone, for watching. And stay tuned for, I have another video coming up. I know you're going to love it. And all of my information is below in the description. And you guys have a great day and Happy New Year.